Hello again, guys, and welcome to another episode of the BroKast Podcast. My name is Thomas, and joining me, as always, he's my bro, and he's your bro too. Give it up for Alan.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the BroKast. It is me, it is he, it is I, it is Alan of the BroKast. Tom, how are you?
I'm just, I just feel for the audio people who didn't see what happened. Just as we hit welcome, Alan flipped me off when the Riverside app went from 5 down to 1. So, no, I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much for asking. I just pulled a finger out of, I pulled a scene out of my head from the Groundhog Day movie, where they find out they've got to have another 3 weeks of winter, and they go back to Phil, and he goes, "All right, we're back in 3, 2, 1," and he flips the camera up, and they go, "From Punxsutawney Phil here," and then he starts yakking about how they've got 3 more weeks of winter, and everyone's all pissy and upset. So, Tom, how are you?
Well, funny note about Groundhog Day. It's actually one of my favourite films, and I've read so many extended parts of the story that the film didn't do. Like, it wasn't meant to just simply be he wakes up one day and it's simply repeating. It's actually, there was a theory that he was actually cursed by an ex-girlfriend, and that's why he keeps repeating it. Yeah.
Okay.
And he has to find the girl to somehow reverse the curse, because again, the film never explains why is it repeating. Where in this one, that's how they actually did it. So yeah, there's a tons of different theories, and even a lot of the backlash, I think, that even the townspeople had when they were doing the movie. There was something about negative feedback that the community also raised as well.
Oh, okay. No, and all I know is that I think it's in a couple of months or even maybe next year, we are actually getting a stage play, an actual musical of Groundhog Day is going to be happening down here in Melbourne, and I'm interested in that because I think it might be at the comedy hall, which would be interesting to go and see. Yeah, so it sounds interesting.
Well, in terms of what's going well for me too, guys, my tooth is completely healed. It was Thursday of last week that I went down for a surgery that took me a couple of hours actually, and this time of the night I was just sitting on the couch just throbbing. My cheek was totally throbbing, couldn't eat, couldn't drink. We did our most... What are you doing? What?
And this time of the night, guys, I was throbbing in my mouth. Yeah.
Well,
interesting verbiage when you're podcasting, bro.
I don't see it. What do you mean?
Of course you don't see it. It's you.
No, everything's going well. If I can talk properly, even though I've actually heard that our feedback on the TBK Drive Along 2 was actually really positive. So
was it?
People actually like that. So
really?
Maybe that could be something we could do more of. So I might come pick you up and we'll do a drive tomorrow morning or night, or what do you want to do?
To be honest with you, and you sound fantastic on the show. I went back and listened to about 15 minutes of it, and I wanted to take a drill to my head.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just something, me personally. I just was like, I don't like this show. I'm going to stop now.
Wow.
Nothing against you. I think you did fantastic. You've done some wonders of what you've done. But I go back and listen to me, and just like, shut up. Shut up, you fuck. Shut your fucking face. Just be quiet. Be quiet. Shush. No talking from you. So that is just me.
The only feedback I would give is that after we come back from seeing the movie, we did have a technical glitch, and I realized what it was playing it back. It was, remember how I said my charger unit in the car that the phone was sitting on sometimes charges and doesn't charge?
Yes.
It was surging through the show.
Okay.
So there'll be times where on the playback it would go silent for about a second, and then we would speak, and that was my phone saying, do you want to charge or you do not want to charge? Where in the first 20 minutes it was fine because it wasn't plugged in, but on the way home that's what caused it. But I liked it. I liked the drive alongs. Is it just that episode, or are you talking generally you don't like the drive along?
Well, each time we've actually done one, because just trying to recall on doing podcasts in the car. I mean, it takes us back to the very first one, which was a lot of fun. The second one, like I said, was a drunken episode. I start off fresh, but then by the end of that show, just turns to absolute dog shit. And then the one after we did, when we went into the city together to a comedy show, like we spoke in the last episode, that was one that was a bit of fun. I just personally found this episode of myself, I just found myself waffling, and I just wanted to take a brick to myself, just like, mate, shut the fuck up. Just, you're doing a lot of this. Shh. Just, your mouth is moving like a rat. Shut it, please.
You go and write a comment on YouTube, shut the fuck up, Alan. And it's like, it's you, though. You're writing it to yourself.
Just writing to myself, saying how much I suck,
Yeah. Well, it's pretty funny that this is actually only the first month of this year, and listeners, you are getting your third BroKast episode.
I know. Don't get used to this, guys.
No.
This is like old days.
You might get one next month. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how we go.
You might even get nothing.
No, we'll get there. We'll figure it out. We'll find something.
Thomas still has his addiction. He can't help it. This is still what is this? An 8-year podcast that we've been doing together, and this is still an addiction to you. This is still your baby. You still you're still at it. You still like it.
And I've changed a lot too. When I look back at it, I'm looking older in the face, and I'm getting the greys in the mustache and the greys in the beard now. So, yeah.
And I'm still looking as vibrant as ever.
We're having a bit of a chat off the mic, guys, about how Alan looks like he's been having a tan, like he's just come back from a holiday, and I look like I've been sitting in a basement for a few weeks, just sitting there fermenting.
You do sleep in a basement. You've even got the Shino Ballo thing going on top of your head there.
Just there. Because where's your light? Your light's just in front of you, hey?
Right in front of me, right there.
You see, my light is down the road, and then up.
Yeah. So, up and I mean, I could turn the light off, but I don't want to turn my light off because, it's just like, there's that Seinfeld episode where Jerry starts dating the Two-Face woman.
Oh, that's right.
She's top of lights that she looks absolutely gorgeous, and then when she's out of the light or out of a certain type of light, she's got bags on her eyes. She just looks like a completely different woman. So, yeah, that's me.
That was the one when Kramer gets a bus, I think, or something, isn't it? Is it that one? Or what was the episode?
No. That's when Kramer goes back to work at the
yeah, that's right. He gets a job, doesn't he?
Yeah, he goes back and works at the bakery.
Yeah, and he drops his gum or something into a piece of dough. Yeah.
Yeah, but and then turns off the steam, and he steams everybody out, and then the Two-Face woman and Elaine get they almost look the same because Elaine's face is just like all her hair and makeup is just drowned off, and her hair's just straightened. So obscure thing to talk about on a podcast about Seinfeld.
Dude, I still think it's one of the greatest shows of all time.
Still.
I still watch it. Like, I actually have them on VHS, I have them on DVD, and I have them on streaming. I love it. It's whenever I just want a quick 20-minute show to watch, I'll just choose any season. The Soup Nazi or something like that, and just go, every single time it's still funny after all these years. So,
hands down, one of the greatest shows that was ever put on this planet. And and it went for so long, and it ended perfectly. It didn't have to end with a big bang. It just ended with 4 of them going to jail. And then I think they did no, I don't think they did. They brought the cast back on the Larry David show on Curb Your Enthusiasm, and that was fantastic. And then Michael Richardson got on stage and dropped the N-word a couple of times and turned his life to shit.
But I do like that they never tried to redo it. Like, there's some shows that, like Will and Grace and stuff, that came back. Like, they knew it was the end. Like, Big Bang Theory is probably the same. Like, they reached a certain point and thought, well, there's probably no more stories to tell. Everyone's got a girl now. Everyone's in a relationship. Everyone's got jobs and kids now. So let's just leave it. And let's not try and expand on that. But I've always enjoyed Seinfeld as the go-back show. And even talking about Netflix, which is how I watch it, what did you think of that news that dropped recently that Raw will be exclusively on Netflix going into 2024?
2025, we've been told that we are getting the WWE going onto Netflix. Will we, as Australians down here in Australia right now, be able to get the entire WWE network? Would that be at our hands with Netflix? I hope so. That would be great, because as soon as Peacock got a hold of WWE, it became exclusively in America and I believe in Canada only, where you could watch the network. Where for us down here, we had to resort to other streaming services, and with that sort of that taste that we had for the network, and we could put on anything from the old days to now was taken away from us. So would there be a repeat of that? I hope so. I hope we get a chance to watch, to go back and watch, the Royal Rumble from 2015 or the Royal Rumble from 1988, just something like that would be great to do. But yeah, I find it exciting. I find it more exciting is what profile picture they'll give us the option to use on everybody who has a Netflix account. And we all know you all do out there, and you share it out to your other family and friends. And what would their profile pictures be? What type of pictures? So, yeah.
Well, it's funny but if you think about it, like we're about to do a companion, guys, using Binge. Yep. And Binge is now the home of the WWE Network in Australia. And that's how Raw is already live on there. So will that mean in 2025 that Binge loses Raw? Will they then lose SmackDown? Will they lose NXT? Because Binge is our one-stop shop. Because I've been looking at it and everything's there now. Like it took them a good year to actually put all of the content on there. But Binge has everything. And that was my first thought when I saw the tweet come out. I'm like, I wonder if that means that Binge in Australia will lose Raw, because they've been hosting Raw and SmackDown for a good year now. They've been the home for WWE in Australia. So, yeah, interesting to see that. And then another thing in the news was The Rock becoming a member of the board there with the new TKO group, which is a mega conglomerate, which includes the likes of Dana White from, the UFC and Triple H. And, yeah, we're getting a big mega corporation now, which is crazy to see.
It's an interesting week to be in the Rock's family, because Rock becoming one of the key people at TKO and his daughter becoming the on-screen GM on NXT. So
yeah, and there was looks like what happened to Shawn Michaels? Is that just gone? And I think Shawn is kind of good. He probably thought it was time to step away and I'll do the behind the scenes. Will be her as an on-character person. So I think it's good. She's still quite young, and I know she was a heel leading a faction a couple of months ago, and I think this is probably a chance for her to be more individual. And we haven't, seen someone like this at this young age step into this role. So, you think of the guys like, Nick Aldis, we've got Adam Pearce, veterans, NWA champions, and now we've got this younger girl stepping in. Yep. I think it adds kind of new flavour, and starting to see what comes from that.
I think they tried with her wrestling, and they was just like, you haven't got what your daddy's got, but we don't want to get rid of you, and we don't want you to go to another company, so here's a GM role. We're still going to have you on TV. We still need you here, so yeah. And again, I haven't seen her wrestle before, though, too, but all I knew that she was part of Joel Gracie's team on NXT, and they all had the smiley masks, and I think there was going to be a program. Don't hold me to it, but I believe there might have been a program they were going to do with Bray Wyatt. Months ago, just before his passing, they were going to do like a Funhouse type of skit with him and the Gracie team, and they were going to do, and there was some other like crazy thing with Karrion Kross as well too, and Scarlett, and I think that's all I saw here too. Just these little interesting characters who were going to be like the brain, was the brain of Bray Wyatt being cracked open, and all these the creatures that he had that were on the Funhouse were going to come to life, that we saw at the end of the pay-per-view where Matt Riddle took on
that was
Seth Rollins.
Extreme Rules, I think it was.
That's
after the fight pit.
Cage match. Yeah. So
because Kieran said something in an interview a couple of months ago that he was meant to work a program with Bray. That was one of the things that they were talking about long term, and it didn't come to fruition. So But guys, thank you once again for actually hitting play or actually
Yes.
hitting also play on YouTube. You can actually check out all of our episodes on Apple iTunes, Podbean, Castro, Castbox, wherever you find your podcast. In terms of video format, you can check us out on YouTube, and we've been producing quite a lot of podcasting content, but also lots of gaming content, which I will go a little bit deeper in terms of what's actually coming out in terms of gaming. We did put out Homefront, and that's a game I really enjoyed doing a no commentary story playthrough the other day, and it's a very brutal PlayStation 3 first-person shooter. And I think it came out in like 2010, and you can definitely see it's quite aged and it's quite glitchy, but in terms of an overarching story, it's very, very good. And I actually completed that playthrough in one playthrough. In one night, which is kind of good when you can start a game and finish it in the same day. And I do have a couple of longer games that I'm going to be playing in the future. So again, check out the YouTube page, simply one word, the BroKast Podcast. And in regards to gaming content as well, Alan also streams on Twitch. And Alan, what's your handle there on Twitch?
You can find me on there. It's TTV Roscoe Bosco 84. Your boy has been lazy lately. I haven't been on since pretty much the beginning of the month of January. So when I find a moment or when I find a game I feel like I'm going to stream, I'll do it. But just lately, just been quite happy just to game with friends and not hit that record button or that go live button on my PlayStation. I'm happy just to sit in Discord with a couple of friends of ours and do some gaming.
Sounds good.
Yes.
All right. So, guys, before we actually announce what companion this will be, we want to give a shout out to not one, but two great wrestling podcasts. Check these guys out.
What's up, everybody? I am the hardest part of the ring, the host of the Apron Bump podcast. And I know what you're thinking. Ugh. Another wrestling podcast? How many times can I listen to fans beat up on WWE and AEW? Tell me who needs a push, who doesn't need a push, who brings Vince's coffee these days. Enough! I'm just as sick of it as you are, and that's why I created the Apron Bump. The Apron Bump is about the journey. It's about nostalgia. It's about discovering new forms of wrestling to really tickle your pickle as a wrestling fan. It's about making wrestling fun again. The podcast brings you reviews of wrestling events all over the world, tying together over 6 different promotions spanning 4 different decades. And everything is chronologically in a timeline to really allow myself and all you listeners to live through these eras while having a good time doing it. Whether it's WWF, WWE, WCW, ECW. We even cover the golden eras of Ring of Honor, Progress, TNA, and more promotions in the future as well. New episodes every Wednesday, or as some may say, Bump Day, Yeah? Go to apronbump.com or go to your favorite podcast platform or YouTube and subscribe today for the most diverse, fan-friendly wrestling podcast in the world. I'm Hard.
What's up, everybody? I am the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter, the host of the #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub. Yes, you heard that right. And I'm here to tell you about the #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub, the Smackin Raw podcast. Me and my co-host, Vince Delgado, and Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe of the She Leads Showcase do a weekly recap where we cover Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Dynamite, and Rampage. We are on Pornhub, YouTube, and every audio platform you could think of, and we are spitting what we don't like and swallowing what we do every week. We've also got guests from some of your favorite podcasts. So if you want to have fun, take your pants off, put in your headphones, pull up to your favorite listening or viewing device, relax, and just have a good time. Catch up on the week in wrestling in our own unique way. Come check us out. You guys can find me at Matt Ritter. That is at MATTRIDDER on Twitter only. There you will get Linktree/SmackAndRaw. That'll get you all of the audio platforms as well as Pornhub. You guys can also check out Linktree/Creation World, and that will get you the YouTube, the merchandise, and the Pornhub, as well as other great podcasts from Creation World, which is the banner under which the Smackin Raw podcast exists. If you want to get everything in one shot, go to creationworld.com. There you'll find Super Flash Hero of Tomorrow if you're a fan of DC CW superhero stuff. If you want to check out the Smackin Raw podcast, if you want to check out our other show, Return to Wrestling, where me and my co-host Travis go back in time and he forces me to sit down and watch old WCW Nitros and pay-per-views, and I have to suffer through Hulk Hogan repeatedly. If that sounds like something that you think is fun, come check that out as well. We also have a YouTube-only show hosted by Vince called Spitter Swallow that you can find on our YouTube. We've got so much content for you. Dungeons After Dark as well. That episode 2 is coming. It is our most viewed episode on Pornhub. So if any of this sounds appealing to you, I can't wait to have you guys come follow us, listen to us, and interact with all of you. Like I said, take your pants off, pull up, get comfortable, and let's have a good time.
All right, guys, we are back. And once again, these podcasts that we just promoted are great partners of ours. So get out there and follow all their socials. And we definitely will be promoting them in the notes on YouTube and on the podcast notes and also on Twitter. We can actually also share any promos that you have that you would like to have on our show. Send us a DM. Always happy to have a chat. Now, Wrestling Companion. Now, this is actually our very first Wrestling Companion for 2024, and it is Royal Rumble season, and we are literally like a few days away from the Royal Rumble, and we thought we weren't going to do a show. You know, the tooth stuff delayed it, and we thought, no, we have some availability this week. Let's try and get something in before then. And we thought, okay, we have a massive choice of Royal Rumbles that we can do. We've done 2000, we've done 99, we've done 2015, we've done 1998. What do we want to do? And I thought, let's just keep it to what we know. It's an era, it's my favorite year in professional wrestling, and we're talking about 2001. And we're going to be doing a watch-along of the Royal Rumble match from that year. Now, we're going to be using Binge to watch this, and we've actually moved our time check to 1:44:53 if you're choosing to watch along. Alan, any comments on this watch along simply about to happen shortly?
Well, there's a bit of an underlining reason why we chose to do this show, and if we can in the future, for the rest of the remainder of the BroKast podcast year on this show, when we come to us and it's not a pre-recorded show, we would like to do celebrities in wrestling. And the reason why we chose this one specifically, a comedian by the name of Drew Carey, that was part of the Drew Carey show back in the early 2000s. His show was like Seinfeld, went gangbusters, went huge. It was very quite a funny show. Had quite a lot of adult humor at the time when you watched it as a youngster. It went right over your head, but then you watched it again a little bit older and went, that's a lot of rude shit on this show. And it's part of Drew Carey's type of comedian style. So we've already missed that part of the show of the program that we're watching now, where he is approached. He's approached Trish Stratus, and at this particular time, Trish Stratus is now mingling around with Vince McMahon, and also Linda McMahon is put into a catatonic coma, and so she's having it off with Vince. Yes, we've seen this at WrestleMania. That will follow up in a couple of a few months after this pay-per-view, which is one of the best of all time, and then, as he's talking to Trish, Vince McMahon gets involved and says, it'd be great for you, Drew, to get you with your publicity about your show. How about you go in the Rumble? And he's like, what? Why? What have I done? And he again, that's what he gets for talking to Vince McMahon's girl. He gets thrown into the Rumble. We also miss out on a very funny promo. And a kind of a sad one too, because we're seeing Vince McMahon talking to a wrestler by the name of Tiger Ali Singh. And he would like to know what number he is in the Royal Rumble. And he says to him, you're not in the Rumble. Drew Carey is in the Royal Rumble. He's taking your number. And he looks at Vince McMahon and goes, who is Drew Carey? Who is Drew Carey? And then Vince looks at him, gives him a smug look, and then walks off camera. So now we are at the 1 hour 44:53 mark right here on the show with you guys right now. We see the lovely Howard Finkel in the ring. Tom, are you ready to press play with me?
Let's do it, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's press play in 5, 4, 3, 2-1. Here are the rules,
I think one of the things you were just saying too, that was when Tiger Ali Singh was managing Lowdown.
Yes.
Which was, D'Lo Brown and Chaz, or formerly Mosh. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, they put on the headdress as well too.
Well, it was funny because even a few weeks earlier, they were just in the most simplest gear. Like, it would be just white track pants, MC Hammer pants, and they had no gimmick. And the next thing it's like, no, we want you to put on the turban and we want you to actually come out with Tiger Ali Singh, and you're still low down, but you're going to be managed by him. And I think their home was probably metal or jacked at that time. So
Jeff Hardy is number 1 in the 2001 Royal Rumble.
Have you been checking out any Jeff Hardy in AEW recently?
I saw that he had a match with Darby, and oh god, that noise, the right to censor.
And we actually hear this, I think, at least maybe 4 times tonight in this Rumble. We get the high-pitched siren blaring. So
Bull Buchanan,
big dude.
He's got he wears a white shirt with no sleeves. He just ripped those bastards off, and doesn't even wear a necktie with it as well. Oh, God, here we go.
Yeah, I think what you were saying with Hardy, there's talks of Hardy going heel in AEW. So, yeah.
Yeah, was he heel at one time when he was part of Impact?
Yeah, when he was world champion. When he was in Hogan's team. Yeah, he was the world champion. He was with Bischoff and Hogan and had a pretty lengthy run as a heel and then turned face. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he was a heel when he took on Sting. You know, that time when he came out drunk.
Oh, so when he was really... Yeah. Have we covered that show?
No, we've talked about covering that match, but no, we haven't covered that show before, no. I think it was Victory Road... What year was it? 2011, I think it was.
Oh, these body shots.
We've covered quite a bit of Bull Buchanan, though. I will say that.
We have. Yeah. And young Jeff Hardy as well, too.
Yeah. We've done like Bull and Boss Man. We've done Bull when he was a part of the Truth Commission. Yeah, back in 97 as well. A lot of Hardy boys. I think Hardys have been in so many of our companions.
Well, again, I remember this 2001 was our definite year where Australia got wrestling down here. We were gifted with the streaming service called Foxtel, where it was gifted to us to watch so many fantastic wrestling programs. Here we go. Who's number 3? Sorry. Another Hardy boy. What happened to my dog, Jeff? What happened to my dog?
Even Matt in social media at the moment with him, breaking up with his wife, and then she's posting stuff, and it's like, is this a work?
I don't think it's real.
Or what?
It's a work. Okay. It's Bill Buchanan's been eliminated.
Goodbye, B2.
There's Teddy Long right there. You got a goal, player. You need to leave. Yep, brother versus brother.
You reckon it's a work there?
It's a work, bro. It's a work. It's all a work. Yeah, she's doing it for the clicks, and he's doing it because, he's Matt friggin' Hardy.
I still don't think Matt's been the same, though, since that Sammy Guevara spot when he got tackled from the top of that scaffolding and slammed his head on the ground and had a concussion live on pay-per-view. So.
Oh, did I? I didn't see it.
I'll send it to you after this. It's brutal.
It's Sammy Guevara. I don't give a shit.
Hey.
I don't. I see his shit and I go away, mate. I can't. I can't stand it. I'm sure he's a great guy, and he's probably done a lot of good stuff. But I see him on the screen and I'm like, oh no, next. I can't. Yeah.
It's an okay talent. I just think
every chance I get. Yuck.
Oh, what was that?
That's what King just said. I like to think a liter every chance I get.
This is when there was no restrictions on King at this time, but he would leave in a month. So,
yes, that's right. He would, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
You took away my kitty. Now I must go.
Hey,
Farouk. Jeez, the Hardys just beating the shit out of him. Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that, man. Double
What you say, motherfucker? Oh, fuck you white boys up. Come here.
What did I watch yesterday? It was Ron Simmons in ECW chokeslamming Mikey Whipwreck. Have you seen that gif?
No.
He got him up so high and just planted him so hard. You're like you knew who was, well, yeah. Just a bit of a...
Yeah, it was a bit of a... Yeah, even... I think he really hurt. Like, you really fucked my back up here, Jeff. What are you doing, boy?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going for a Dominator.
Just a brutal chokeslam.
Cool. Bit of Twist of Fate action.
Just noticed Sign Guy there in the front row wearing a Right to Censor shirt on the far right side with the long tie on.
Sent on. He's out. Thanks for coming, Ron.
There goes a former world champion there. Go on.
Yes.
Well, here's a question. Like, looking
Time
at these...
Time to take your shirts off. I'm not doing that, okay? I'm just asking you now too.
You do it too. Come on. Oh, okay.
Hey, we should make that a precursor to people out there. If we get like a vote, put next time we were on X, and people say, what do you want to see next in the show? The BroKast shirtless, and if it gets over 100, we're screwed. Yep.
What about pantless? We'll do that one next time. Or?
No one wants to do that. What's wrong with you?
Hey, look, we're the same.
I'm not standing up.
What?
Enough. Stop it. Get some help. Here comes Drew Curry.
Oh, here he comes. So what I was reading is that he actually had a huge comedy special that he was hosting. I think either the week after, and it was going live on pay-per-view.
Yep.
So it was promoting the show, as you said at the start, but also promoting his comedy special that he was hosting.
This is kind of cool that he's letting the brothers Jeff and Matt Hardy do their thing, where he's just going out and high-fiving the people and getting some publicity. Got that.
Jesus, yep.
Drew Carey 316 sign guy over there with it. Howard Finkel over there with the biggest smile on his face. That was kind of cool.
Oh, he's in. Here we go. He's looking like circus Shane McMahon 1998.
Big time.
Yeah.
He's looking like he's about to go for a goddamn jog. He's going to walk through New York and he's going to get a slice of a New York slice straight after the jog.
This is a brutal fall. I do remember this. Watch this here. Yeah.
I don't know what Jeff was doing there.
What was
Did he just want to send on him? Was he meant to land on him or something? But the sound was disgusting.
Like, even Matt's impact. And then it's like, oh, you think Matt was bad? Check out Jeff's landing. And just all flat back. Yeah.
Jeff was mainly like, I can fuck it up even worse. Watch me. Watch me whip and watch me nay-nay. Splat.
Who's
this? Jesus Christ.
One of my absolute favorites, man. Love it.
Favorite wrestler? Not my favorite person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say that now. I don't need to get political, but yeah.
It all started when he lost the mask, El. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And you think, like, this is such a big year for him. Like, if you think of this match, he holds the record that would be broken from Roman Reigns in 2015. But this year, he did so many big things. Like, he won the IC title, chain match against Triple H, was on Team WWF during the Invasion, was heavily featured in that. Like, this year was a massive year for Kane. Like, I just remember the Kane versus Albert IC title matchup. He does a Hurricane Rana to Albert.
A Hurricane Rana.
And drop kicks. I'm like, who is this guy?
Yep. He leaned out so much. He got the muscular up, and he this is fantastic.
They would have said, Drew, move to the middle so you don't get hit by the pyro. Hi.
Hey, Kane, what's going on? My name is Drew Curry.
Look at the smoke coming off the corner.
I know, man. It's ridiculous. Offer us some money.
How much do you reckon that is?
Okay, a couple of dollars, so it's probably around about $4, maybe $5. What would he do with that? I mean, oh god, we got enough for. Oh, referee is collecting the cash.
He's stealing it. Corderas just stole the $4.
Yes. He waves goodbye to everybody and then climbs over and then good night everybody.
Jumps out.
Raven's now in the ring. Getting the piss punched out of him. Selling it like he's dying.
And this would go into
fantastic.
A future Mania matchup, eh?
Yes, it will.
Yeah, this is kind of where it started.
You tell him. I loved it when Raven brought the kendo stick down and whacked Kane with it. Kane just non-sold it. Like that demon is still... Oh, no. Jesus.
Everyone needs to slow down just a second long, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But talking about the Kane of no selling, I will say in this match, Kane takes a lot of like chair shots and stuff to the head unprotected.
Oh, yes.
Like this is that grit your teeth era. Grit your teeth, hold your shoulders up, tighten your body up, and just take it on the head. Wait, yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're talking a lot of shit, you are. Oh, we've got Al Snow.
Bro, I can't help it that I smack it raw, okay?
Ooh.
You can have that match.
Cross promotion.
You can use that audio bit if you want. So
I like to smack it raw. You can use that one too if you want, mate.
Now, this is that confusion because Al Snow's been injured. He was injured by Raven. He's come back now, but he's jumped the gun. And watch the fans kind of go, he's next. And they all look up the ramp, but Al's already there. And they're like, oh, we didn't want Al. We wanted someone else.
Oh, is that Al Snow, is it?
Jesus.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Oh my God. Yep. See, that was like forehead and the eyes and the nose got hit then. Not the skull.
Yeah. We're just bringing trash? Oh, God.
That's a proper trash can. I was going to say bin, but yeah.
It's a proper bin, Dal.
He just threw in the bloody bin, mate.
Watch what he's bloody going. He's getting rubbish over it, and he's got himself a bloody bowling ball.
Oh, look out.
Into the dick.
Oh, Jesus, mate.
He bloody threw that bowling ball into that guy's penis.
He did
Raven
what?
Raven needs a bath. He threw a bowling ball in that man's penis.
That ball hit me on the penis before.
Oh. Succulent Chinese meal. And you, sir, are you ready to receive my limp penis? Get your hands off me. Yeah, here you go, guys. Tom and I are having a bit of fun here.
He's only got the one cuff on. He only got one
cuff. One cuff. Ta-ta.
Oh, look at this, man. Well, while we're watching this, is there a Royal Rumble that sticks out for you? That was one of your favourites?
This one. Sorry. This is hands down one of my favourites of all time. It's got a bit of fun, you know. You had the celebrityness of Drew Carey, and then we're getting hardcore. We're getting a bit of craziness because, you know, it was something that you never see in a Rumble before. I mean, maybe we got Perry Saturn with Terry Reynolds.
I do think, wasn't it? I think it was 98 had a bit of hardcore when Cactus was there.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, Cactus and Chainsaw Charlie and stuff like that. Yeah.
Dink.
Yeah.
Right in the leg. He's smart. Perry Saturn is very smart.
You know, this was the year that Saturn would go on to really stuff up Mike Bell and on an episode of Metal and just destroy him from not taking a hip toss properly.
Well, again, there was several things. And didn't Mike Bell say that he had family or some sort in the ring? And so it's like, hey, can you make me look good tonight? And Saturn Bob was like, no, I'm going to fuck you up. Yeah.
Rick, where are you?
Which one am I talking to? Must have been great when he had Terry as his manager, because, you know, she probably have 4.
Look at this.
I'm not responding. I'm just going to move on.
I smiled. I went along with it.
Yeah, no, I don't want to hear it. Goddamn. Everyone just wants to just cuddles from behind for Kane.
I feel bad for Kane. Watch, they get the leg. Watch the shot to the face, though. Yeah.
Mind you, this is smart, though. All these dudes, this is how you take down this big beast. Beat the shit out of him and then throw him over the top rope. It's smart.
See, that reminds me when I was playing with my kids, and they jump on your neck, jump on your shoulder, kids, and you just end up just fall down. It's better to just give in.
Yeah, you just die.
Yeah.
Sign Guys thinks his number entry 31. Thanks for thanks, mate.
Bit early, but
yep. Head cheese.
Blackman.
Steve Blackman with a bag of. He's got some sticks. Oh. Come on.
Yeah. Just.
Bang, 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 bang.
He went on to become a bounty hunter, too, after his tenure as well.
Who? Steve Blackman?
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, like if you owed fines or stuff, or if you had a felony, he would go and find you.
Yeah. A bail bondsman type of style. That's awesome.
Imagine him pulling up to a bar next to you, sitting down next to you and going, all right, so we got two options. You either follow me outside and we go visit some people, or there's option B. And he puts the bag on the table.
And it's this,
what option do you want?
I just finished my drink and go, all right, let's go.
What were you going to say? It was Val's bag.
Oh, God. It was a bloody...
This is not my bag. Damn it. Val!
God damn it, Val! The kick in
the spinning heel kick.
It was. So we've had 3 eliminations, both the Hardy Boys and Drew Corey.
What number are we? At least, 10?
I believe so.
Oh, gee. He wasn't even looking at that.
No. God damn. Here we go.
Yeah, because I noticed this Rumble doesn't have the number, I don't think. When that says the wrestler's name, it doesn't actually say what number they are.
That's okay. I think you have to guess.
Hey, look out.
Grand Master Sexay.
Brian Christopher, eh?
Brian Christopher. He's fit here. He's really looked after himself, and then he brought this gimmick over to Impact, didn't he? Or TNA?
So he went to WWE first and did it
That's
there.
Right, sorry, yeah.
Did a couple of shows in Australia, and then eventually was signed to TNA, or Total Nonstop Action.
Yep.
In the really early Asylum days, and did some stuff there as well. And I think went back and forth between a heel and a face at that time. And then I think sadly when I think back that time, he returned back to WWE to front his father to like a zero reaction from the crowd when he come down to the ring. It was like, and even when he's cutting the promo and it's meant to be emotional, like no one was reacting. And it's a really sad moment. If you ever watch it, it just didn't fit.
Who was King feuding at the time with? He had a program with somebody, didn't he?
Yeah, I think it was Michael Cole. I think it was on the way to their WrestleMania matchup. Yeah.
Oh my
Jesus, yeah.
Jesus, Grandmaster's out. Kane is he's had enough.
That's it. I'm out.
You motherfuckers. Come here. Get out. Oh, you're about to skin the cat. Not today.
Oh. So that's 2 for Kane, is it?
Yes, it's 2 for Kane. 3 for Kane. Al Snow has now left the building. Now, Raven is 2.
Remember, guys, when we were kids, we actually used to do like a Royal Rumble raffle at our house, and we used to do all the Rumble names, and it would end up with like sometimes the shittest wrestlers. Like I've got Prince Albert, or I have, entrant 4, which could be, Road Dogg, and it's like there's no way they're going to win it, but it's like, damn it.
My hair is slick back, we're going to do your town in my sweet Cadillac. He's just a honky-tonk man.
And I think this is only the second time we've had Honky Tonk on the podcast in 8 years. So,
yeah, it's probably a good thing. I'm going to sing us a little song, a little ditty. Looks over at Jerry.
Who did he not want to put over in WCW? Was it Miro or something like that?
Oh,
when
probably.
He got released.
He's one of Hogan's guys, that's why. So, again, he's like, why do I have to help this young talent? So...
Yeah, he got released because he didn't want to put someone over, and Bischoff's just like, get out of here. And he just like made him lose the TV title or something.
Yeah. Bischoff, any chance he gets to shit on Honky Tonk Man, he takes a massive steamer. And then, turn it up loud.
See, even like back in the day watching this, I'm like, I kind of know who this guy is, but not really. Like, this is 23 years ago. I don't think I really knew who he was.
I think I knew of him at the time. I knew that he was Jerry Lawyer's cousin.
Mm.
And then I loved it. We had Jerry's kid and then Jerry's, cousin.
Here we go. Lines him up, batter up. Boom. Look at that.
Takes it like, yeah. And
he took it well.
Everyone in the crowd, I love it. They're all smiling. They're all clapping. They're all loving it.
Mm.
It's fantastic. See ya. Back to Memphis with you. Kicks the cat. Yeah, just takes everything.
They're just every weapon's gone. The trash cans, the bowling ball, the kendo sticks. Everything's just cleared out now.
Kane's just kicking everything out. It's The Rock.
Oh, wow.
Number 13.
So they get them through. Like, they get them through, aren't they?
It's good. That's why it's a great pay-per-view. This is a great Royal Rumble because there's no mucking around. Let's just get straight into it. The Rock beat up my sign. Geez, that sign, guys, he's had a busy day making all them signs.
He probably just has like a whole set just sitting next to him. And he just goes, oh, yep, that's the one I want. Yep, hold it up.
We got a massive Rocky chant.
Because I've never actually looked into it. Like, do you actually have to declare signs before you go in? Like, do you have to show them? Or
I believe I think I might have seen that when we went to the Super Showdown. I think that I remember seeing people having signs confiscated with particular things that were said on it. Or, So I think that a lot of stuff, if they know they're going to be on the hard cam, that they will make sure, like, no, you're not having that.
And we've talked about some doozies, guys, that have appeared, and you can get lost on Reddit with some of the most weirdest signs that people have put up.
Weirdest.
And I feel like the signs are almost lost now in this era. It's almost like people are holding up their mobile phone to record everything so many times now, where you don't see their mobile phone here. It's all about being in the moment, holding up a sign, sit back down, where everything today, I think, is a lot of it is mobile phone. People just wanting to film.
Not necessarily. Again, I like to watch Matthew when he does his Botchamanias, and occasionally he'll, all the dweebs and all the nerds out there, they're putting up a sign saying a certain game and another game is better than the other. So that's always a bit of fun. The song. The Godfather.
That's just bursting my right ear.
Yeah. Oh, a bit of Nation of Domination action here.
Yeah.
Laying a smackdown.
He's out. Is that our quickest elimination?
Yeah, pretty much.
5 seconds? 4 seconds?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The Good Father. He hated that gimmick, didn't he? Yeah,
he was so restricted. He wasn't cutting promos. He wasn't, being a fan favorite.
Well, isn't it funny enough that they took a character of the Godfather, a pimp, a man who, has women and hires them out to men, all women, for services, and then makes a cut. And all of a sudden, he needs to stop doing what he's doing, and he needs to be, again, it's the WWF at the time. We're making fun of the parents against WWE or wrestling or some shit like that. And it was just like, well, okay, if that's the case, all these characters that we once were edgy, we're going to turn them bad. So, that was massive. But yeah, I'm glad the right to censor had some good leap to it. It did some amazing stuff for Stevie Richards. My God, he went to the moon with that stuff. Oi.
Oh, I hate watching this moment.
I hate this too. This guy used to be a killer.
Now let's count it.
1001.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seconds, Al. Taz debuted a year earlier, and a year later is out of the Rumble in 6 seconds.
What did he do? Did he...
I don't know. It's just, but you think about it like, I don't know. Did he just not fit the mold? What is it that just did not get over with Vince and the bookers around why Taz just didn't work?
Too small probably. Look, see, my crap is bigger than Taz. The sign guy having a sign like that is like, when he was in ECW, my God, that man was a killer.
But okay, I can see that then too, because again, not everyone in ECW were giants as well. Not everyone in ECW were 6'6", 300 pounds. A lot of them were under 6 foot, 5'6", all the way up to maybe 6'1", 6'2". 911 was a big dude.
Yeah.
But then you look at other guys, Tommy Dreamer, Stephen Richards, Raven, Sandman, RVD, Sabu. They were probably 5'10" up to maybe about 6'2". They weren't the big guys that you averagely see in WWE that were like a 6'4". So why are they showing this for? They're doing a replay, are they?
Yeah. They're showing Taz being eliminated. Dink.
See, yeah. Because the only thing I can think of memory was he would go on to be used quite a lot this year with the Invasion. Remember, he was the defector, and he got strapped by Steve Austin in the ring.
He wasn't a defector. He was just a person who spoke up against Austin. He was a shit disturber, I would say.
Yeah. Oh,
Bradshaw.
Shit. Here we go.
He grabs you by the head and I'm going to punch you. I'm going to slap you. I'm going to punch you. I'm going to chop you. I'm going to punch you again. Punch you again. Again, he's smart, taking down the big man.
He's a big talent. Like Bradshaw, I liked him as a tag team guy. JBL was good.
Watch this. Oh.
Like when he got his own faction, had the cabinet and stuff like that, giving him this whole different gimmick was cool.
Yes.
I think it was maybe a little bit late in his career because, again, like he was doing this for so many years and then suddenly he's clean shaven, short blonde hair, cowboy hat, big bullhorn on the limo. And
yep.
Yeah.
I think he did good at it. He made it uncomfortable especially when a lot of the trying to keep the people of Mexico out of the United States, and he would cross the border and kick the people back over back into Mexico, and his feuds with Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio, and it was just beautiful stuff, fantastic stuff. It was really controversial and very uncomfortable to watch, but fun.
I can't believe they shot that thing. I know. With the whole Mexico thing, and he's there with a spotlight.
I see you there, boy. Get out of here. Get out of my country.
And then he did the Nazi salute in Germany or something like that. And then he's like, well, I'm a heel, though. I was just working the crowd. But people are like, yeah, no, you can't do that, though.
You can't, not in this day and time. We can't do that. It's very... Who's next? Albert.
And all I can say, guys, it's pre-X Factor, so it was coming, but very soon. So
one of the greatest factions of all time, right? It did so much for
top three, I would say.
Who's the first?
Who's the first? Trios. I would probably have probably Shaniqua and the Bashams is one of my favorite trios.
So you classing no. Yep. Okay. Number 2.
I'm saying trio. It doesn't need to be a man team. I'm just saying trio.
She had a bigger penis than me.
Followed by what would be my other favorite team? I would probably put X Factor number 2. Then they're probably.
Who's number 3? Who's number 3?
Number 3. Probably Corporate Kane and the Outlaws. So, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's something. It was a weird time in wrestling where we had Kane with no mask and wearing black slacks and teaming out with the Outlaws.
Yeah, it was the beginning of the Authority team. That was when Shane and not Shane, it was Steph and Hunter, really got the reins of the WWE and became CEO characters and
had the half an hour Monday night promo first thing to start off the show. Jesus, do not miss those days. Do not miss them at all.
Yeah, it was 2013, 12 and 13. They're the years I stopped watching it. And they were just, there was even times where they kicked off pay-per-views with promos as well.
Fuck that noise.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
How you like me now? You know what I should do? I should go out here, beat the shit out of everybody, and then they give me the belt.
Watched a interview with DDP recently, talking about how he actually got injured. Like, Baldo, how he actually got injured against Hardcore. That would have been his last match.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a combination of a mistimed clothesline and a superplex.
Really?
Yeah. Because
Sparky knows how to beat up people.
He said hardcore is hardcore for a reason because he was very stiff. He would hit you. And I think maybe that's why they put Cody with him when he first came in to kind of, have a bit of a strong rub here against a veteran wrestler. But yeah, hardcore definitely, I liked him for how long he was there for. I was a fan of Big Shot Hardcore Holly or Big Shot Bob Holly, kind of looking at the 98 time 99. Wasn't a big fan of the whole Crash Holly thing, but yeah.
I like that because they were both little dudes that thought they were like Kane and The Undertaker or The Big Show. They were just dudes that had that short man complex and they were just like, no, I'm 500 pounds. And you're like, what? No, dude, you're about 350. And you got Crash Holly who's like $1.05 or maybe a little bit more, That stuff was fun, but yeah. But he's one dude
they used to introduce him in saying weighing allegedly at 800 pounds. Yeah,
they were huge dudes. They claim it.
Wasn't he with Cornette? He was at Cornette at one time, wasn't he? The Nude Midnight Express or something.
Yeah, with Bart Gunn.
Yeah, Bodacious Bob and something like that.
Oh, you didn't know? Look at this. It's that dude that's in the Judgment Day. This is 2001, ladies and gentlemen. Get rowdy. That's K Quick. That's Wrong the Truth Killings. That's our truth.
Who only debuted, about 3 months earlier?
At the Survivor Series.
Yeah.
With the Road Dogg.
And I think
he's still going today.
Well, he did a whole year here, and then he left for, Impact for about 2 years? Came back to WWE and never left. Yeah.
He's the only man in that ring right now that's still going today.
Yeah. I wonder how old he would have been here. Like, if this is 24 years ago, he's probably his early 20s at this time.
Oh, no, he's got to be in his mid-40s.
You reckon?
Yeah, because he's what? It was his birthday the other day, and I sent him a tweet. And I said, happy 70th. I haven't checked if he's blocked me.
You've been blocked too many times now by people. Stop fighting everybody.
I'm not sometimes I can be a bit of a shit.
No, he's a great talent. Like, I actually liked when he was a heel. When he did, look at this here. Look at this. Oh my God.
Such a good moment. And watch this.
And Powerslam. Yeah.
He just kicks him. Fuck you. You mask wearer. You fucker. Take the damn mask off. Stop being fucking weird.
Shit. This was a stereo power slam to powerbomb.
So good. So good. Who we got now? Oy. It's Val Venus.
This is the last time, I think. I don't think we get it again.
Yes. Yep. Yes, that's right, King.
And that's the thing, like, even though they were a short stable, like, I would have liked to have seen maybe Steven get even a bigger push. Like, do a little bit more. I'm not saying win the WWE Championship, but at least, like, go a bit higher up and try and have a belt or something like that he could have had.
This is even crazy to see Val Venus when they censored him. And again, the guy was a corn star on, you know, he was an adult filmmaker. It's not filmmaker, film star. And then they took the gimmick away from him and just made him a I don't really recall what was his whole gimmick though. Too, you know, was he against corn or was he like anti it, or you know, it was just an interesting time seeing Val Venus here and just not about that life.
But even then, like even after the gimmick, didn't he do what he was with Trish for a bit? And it was like a real like nightlife DJ thing, music he had. Then I think he just went down as but then he did Big Valvoski. Remember when he came back?
Yeah,
like in
he returned it
3 and did it. Yeah.
Listen, oh, what a slam!
Yeah, the Big Valvoski he did from like 03, I think, on the SmackDown brand for a little bit. That's right. Yeah. But then he went on to do your favorite. Do you remember what it was?
No. What did he do?
Remember he did Sean Morley with Eric Bischoff.
I fucking hated that stuff. Oi. Hello there.
Look at him.
Yes. Hello. Fuck you. I'm going to fuck some bitches up now. I'm going to fuck these people up.
We actually covered, do you remember, I think it was a year ago, or maybe the year before, where we covered Bischoff versus JR. And they used that cinder block. Remember when Sean Morley puts the cinder block and then Bischoff does that karate kick?
Yeah.
It's on JR. Oh, shit. Oh, man.
That's another gentleman we just spoke about just a few half an hour ago, maybe in a bit, of returning to our screens as William Regal.
Yeah, I found that whole thing so weird, how he departed the company, joined AEW, put together the Combat Club, and then, catch here, I'm going back to NXT.
I think he wanted to try something different. You know, he'd been around the WWE for so long. Maybe he was like, oh, you know, this AEW, I've got a couple of lads over there I know. They've learned out to my wrestling tree. Maybe I can do something with them. And I imagine he did a lot probably over there in AEW. And then he, another clothesline.
Oh. Bang. He's still holding on too. Yep. 2 of them.
They come in 2s.
Because I don't think I read anywhere that he left negatively. Like, he didn't leave because of a fallout. Like, maybe he came in and thought, okay, they've actually got it here. I probably don't see myself adding too much here. Maybe I'll go back. And then he waited, and then... Does he still do a podcast? Because I actually haven't even checked that.
Me either. I should probably get onto that and see if he does.
Because he was doing it with Matt Coon, I think, was the co-host.
He was, yes.
I listened to the first few episodes.
Big test.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, nice.
I like your test.
I like your test. I like your testicles.
I'll take the test. I'll take it.
This is a test. Well, what is it? Oh, shit.
There's TNA battling here.
Yeah, because then they have a falling out this time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or they're just beating the shit out of each other.
Well, they were a team as in December, because we covered one of their Raw matches, and they just split up.
Yeah,
but what
that's right.
that Regal throw out there was planting the seed for Test to defeat Regal to become European champion.
That's right.
Yeah, there it is. There's the replay.
And the look at you bloody bastard.
What did I see on Twitter? Someone put it, was on a channel. It was a William Regal / Steven Regal / Lord Regal reaction threads. And it's him of gifs doing all different emotions from like disgust to anger to don't. I loved it. I should try and find it. It was so good.
I saw there for a brief while. I think it was like 2 or 3 days. People were just posting up pictures of William Regal for some reason. And it was always just the look, or the time when he was in WCW, when he was with Bill Dundee and doing stuff with him, and just like, look at that bloody peasant over there in the crowd. Oh, disgusting. You know? Yuck. Don't come in here.
It was when he would come to the ring, he would stop, look around and go, The mouth would move. It's like, yuck, I don't want to be here.
I can actually taste the yuck. Disgusting.
He was good. I've always liked Regal. Good character.
Same. I love his shoot interviews. He always shot from the hip, and they're always so good.
Yeah. And he's honest, too, about his previous
mean.
life. The things he did wrong and right. So.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Here he comes.
It's the big show.
And he literally looks like he's the biggest show. Like, he's never been this big before.
He's back, too. That's right. This is me. Yeah. He's making his return after... That's right, because he came back different looking here.
Yeah. Well, he was in storyline. I think he was taken out by Shane, wasn't he, with a cinder block in like May of 2000.
Holy shit. Get out.
Yeah.
He came back with piercings. He came back with tattoos. He's just...
Look at this,
a different look.
Up he goes. Holy shit. Sold that.
That's a hard club he just gave there to Bradshaw.
Look at the airtime.
And Bradshaw's a big dude too.
Look at Val. I'll have a crack now. No.
He's like a man playing with children. Just lifting it. Oh, God.
Look at this.
You next. Oh.
Look at the height. The camera flash too adds to it. It's awesome.
Yes. Yeah, these two.
He's so big. Look at him there, though. You reckon, nearly 550?
Big time. Big time. Splat. And these two had a program at the last year.
The final
2000.
Yeah.
The Rock's feet touched the mat. That's what happened.
Look at this. Boom.
See, and that's how you do it. Beautiful.
And see, what do you think, too, is it like it still makes him look powerful? It still makes him look strong. He's back now, but like, wow. Like he
just killed everybody.
Get pinned. Yeah, it's not like he got pinned and he lost.
That's right.
He still looks strong in it. Yeah.
He killed everybody in the... Oh, shit. And this is going to make him... You big bastard, stop it. We get a bit of Crash Heli action coming down to the ring. Oh, God.
This is almost what like someone like an Omos, like they should have done with him, is like come in, make an impact, and then like level a veteran and then leave. Yeah.
Yeah. And then later on, do a program with one of them, and then,
Look at this.
This is fantastic right here. Yeet.
Jesus.
Big splatteroonie.
Here's Mick Foley guy.
Yeah, there's...
And Kane's still in there. Look at Kane still fighting
and
everybody
they're beating the shit out of him there too.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Tangled.
You're going to be tangled there. Takes the crown, puts the crown in his head, gives him superpowers, goes back into the ring, kicks the shit out of everybody. Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yep. I'm not on drugs, guys, I promise. Kick his ass! Listen to Bradshaw barking with, kick his ass, Seabass! Oh, he just got kicked
in groin kick Crash.
Crash just got kicked in the gut and the dick and everywhere else.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Splat.
But you think that was probably less than 2 minutes, that big show. Yeah. The entrance, the destruction, the choke slams, the elimination, then his elimination, and then the choke slam again. It's like, okay, that's how you do it. Get in, get out, make an impact. Yeah.
They're doing everything in their power.
I think we're at least in the 20s now.
Rolling.
Shit. Here we go.
Big Brother is here, and he's the Undertaker.
This is what I sometimes think. If I ever get into a gang fight, you would rock up on a bike like this and come and save me as well.
I would. Yeah, Fred Durst playing in the playground, in the background. In the playground, what the fuck?
I'm like, who's bashing me up?
Who the fuck's here?
Alan rocks up. Vroom, vroom.
I rock up and have the same problem as Hulk Hogan had with the Undertaker's bike. I can't turn it on.
Chugging up. Sorry, I'll be there in a sec, Tom.
I love this. Look, they both look at each other. Let's throw them some bitches out. 1, Another one for... Oh, God, another one. He grabs him by the tie.
And the reason why this is so cool is because we actually hadn't seen them work together in almost 3 years.
Yeah.
Because most of 99, they were feuding with each other. 2000, right. Kane and him were really on opposite sides. And now we actually get to see, are we going to get a Hardy face-off? Or what have we actually got here? Are the Brothers of Destruction back together again?
That tattoo on Taker's neck as well there too.
Oh, yes, the Sarah tattoo.
Yeah, that's not it. He got that lasered off pretty quickly, he did. Yeah.
Looking ginger as to it this time.
Ginger, yep. My yard, my foot, your ass. Sounds sexual, Peter. Sounds very sexual. Hey, Peter. Oh, God.
There we go. Oh, God.
Yeah, you just turn around and go back.
You don't
need to go down to...
You just climb in really quick, jump back out, just leap.
Yeah. Yep. There's no need. There is no need for you to get in the ring straight away, Mr. Scott Taylor. You don't need to do it.
This is very similar, isn't it, to the Stone Cold Triple H Hurricane spot that they did a few years later. Yeah.
I do love when they do something.
Later, I think. Yeah.
Oh, God. Dink. Dink.
Oh,
yeah, just mercifully, please, guys. Come on. Boot. I think Kane was meant to do a boot there.
And how easy that boot was by taking just one leg up, bang.
Just one leg up. One arm slam.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
And Scotty actually wrestled in AEW recently, too.
Huh?
And he actually came out to the music. Yeah.
Right. The banging that type of song, did he? Legit?
Yeah. He's the world champion. He's the world champion now. Did you see that?
Who is?
Scotty. He won the belt on Collision.
He beat Samoa Joe for the title.
He did the worm and pinned him.
You're an idiot. You're fuck you. What?
Here's the thing. If that was true, and he did beat Joe with the worm, what do you reckon?
I'm leaving wrestling. I'm done with wrestling. This shirt, that shirt, the things that we're watching. This show ends. I am done with wrestling. I take all my son's figurines, all his toys. Jesus Christ!
Look at that crowd up on their feet.
And he's swearing too. Come on, motherfuckers.
No vest, though.
Nah, he's just come in. Watch out from behind.
Oh, there he comes.
These two.
Yeah, it always makes me think, like, I always wish we could have got this at Mania. I think they had a caliber to make this a Mania main event. It was there. The seeds were there. They just never did it. I just wish once that we ever got Hunter and Stone Cold at a WrestleMania.
Yep. Just, 5 of those people right there that we've seen on our screens. You know, they've done so much for the biz.
Well, that's our entire childhood.
It is.
We watched these guys in 98, 99. I still remember, like, the opening time, like, watching Rock and Stone Cold over the IC title. Like, not the world title. We're talking the IC title. Like, back in 97, 98, before The Rock ended up doing the whole corporation thing.
Yep.
And why is Triple H doing this attack, Al?
Didn't he cost him... Now, I can't remember. Was it something to do losing the title or...
So earlier in the night, it was Kurt Angle defending the WWF Championship against Triple H.
Yep.
And just when he was going to go and win it, Stone Cold came out and stunned him and actually helped Kurt win. And that's coming from a few months ago when, I think it was like the first or second Raw of that year, Stone Cold took on Kurt for the world title and Triple H returned. And that was his return from a couple of months off, and he screwed Stone Cold out of the championship against Kurt. So it was like shot for shot. But this would eventually lead to their 3 stages of hell.
Three stages of hell.
At No Way Out 2001, one of my favourite matches of all time that I would love to do as a companion.
Definitely. And we've got a one Billy Gunn in the ring. Another man in 2024 still going today. And a current champion, isn't he?
Yeah, so he's the AEW World Trios tag team.
Trios, yep.
And he made a new faction too.
Yeah, he made it with these, was it the Golden Scissors or Scissor Boys or Scissor Club?
I think it's the Bang Bang Scissor Gang or something, isn't it? Or
Bang Bang
like
Scissor
that?
Gang. Yeah,
whatever it is, I'm not watching it now.
You've given AEW the slip, have you?
Not the AEW, just that faction. I don't like this faction. So
is it scary? Is it? Does it intimidate you?
No, I just don't want to watch it.
I don't want to watch someone go bang bang scissor scissor.
No, I think what it's eventually leading to is because Jay White's team are the Ring of Honor 6-man tag champs. And I think they're going to do trios versus 6-man at an eventual unification storyline.
That means, here we go. Bit of funky dunky music. It's how cool.
Hey, yep. Now, I remember watching this with you going, what the hell, that's Ming.
Yeah, what's Ming doing
Ming
on...
from WCW.
we saw him just on Nitro the other week, didn't we?
Yeah.
Beating up Norman Smiley in a hardcore match or something.
Got Brian Knobs and Fit Finley.
That's right, yeah.
The WCW hardcore title. Yeah.
Oh, he's stripping.
Shit.
Someone get that man a towel.
What number you reckon we're up to? I reckon we're at least late 20s now, because I know Rikishi had 30. I'm just trying to think who's left, because I think we're kind of down to the final, 6 or 7 here.
You know what? That's the thing is I don't know, but I'm having fun just watching it because,
And I know this would lead to a feud, because I know Kishi and Haku would take on these guys in a tag team first blood match.
That's right.
Yeah. I think it was SmackDown Extreme on February 1st, 2001, because the main event of that was a triple threat. It was Hunter, Rock, and Kurt for the title, but also the Dudleys took on the Hardys in a tag team tables matchup, and you want to watch a brutal match. It's like 10 minutes, and it's just chair spots, and then Bubba does the Bubba device from the staging through 2 tables to Jeff.
So Haku's number 29, so we know who number 30 is, though.
Oh, wow, so this is the end. Oh, okay.
And King and JR are going off at each other about how Austin's not going to be able to make it into the actual ring.
See, it's almost like Hunter could have taken his spot if he wanted to now. That was kind of how they would have probably booked it today, is they'd take his spot or try and run in and do it, but no.
I did it for The Rock. I did it for the people. I did it for the Usos.
He's the real head of the table.
He is the real head of the table, Keish. Damn right he is. I'm a bad man. Did I run you over? Oh my god, look at him. He's like something out of a goddamn Mortal Kombat movie.
Just leaking out.
Oh, god damn.
Here's the thing about Kishi. Did you like heel Kishi, or were you a fan of the dancing Kishi?
I don't like him as a heel. I liked him dancing. I liked it when he just came out and kicked ass and had a bit of fun. Funniest thing he ever did was with Booker T and rubbed his ass in his face, and then Booker T threw up on Michael Cole.
Yeah.
Oh.
When he's in the bathroom or something before their match and comes out of the stall and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then they ended up having a match, and then he hits the stink face on him, and then Booker T goes over to the commentary table and then pretends to vomit and then just flings it at everybody in the front row, and Michael Cole's got his mouth open.
It was the way Booker sold it too, like the camera angle of him leaning right back up like that.
Looking at him, I can smell it. I can smell that ass. Oh my god.
Choke slam. Cool, very nice.
You want to kill your back there.
I was going to say not as bad as the previous month being thrown off the Hell of the Cell, but yeah.
Exactly, yes. Oh.
So you think these final 7 people, 4 of them were in the Hell in the Cell the previous month?
That's right.
Like Austin, Kishi, Taker, and Rock.
Yeah, that's right. And the only person still active today is... Oh, look at that. I love that he headbutts. Kishi, you never do that.
Boom.
Never headbutt a Samoan.
Look at this. Taker's out.
Super kick.
Very cool.
Oh, so... Beautiful.
And I did see a rumour that Taker is meant to be possibly appearing at this year's Royal Rumble, L.
Is he?
Yeah, there's a rumour going online about that. So,
what, going into the ring, or is he just going to...
Being in the match, possibly.
Really?
Yeah, possibly against Hulk Hogan, and they're going to be 1 and 2. So, there. We're going to get Survivor Series 1990 again.
Wait, you want to leave the show? Do you want to? You just keep talking this garbage. I'm going to leave the show.
Did you see what Hogan said though? Did you see the promo?
No. Anything that I mean, I love Hogan stuff. I used to love Hogan, but no. Oh,
this is brutal. Watch the elimination. Watch how he falls from the height too. Here we go. Jesus!
This is landing on his soft ass. He'll be all right.
They were promoting the Rumble, and Hogan is in this promo, says, who knows, maybe this guy's got 1 more left in him. And just all over social media, people are like, nah, no, just like, hell no, just hating against it. Like, it's at least 99% no to like 1% yes, wanting it to happen.
You want to watch people uproar. That's how you do it. You do it. You just, oh, there goes the one Billy Gunn.
I do love the famous to the flip-off that he did. That was pretty funny.
Yes.
Yeah. Here we go. Watch this. Here's the tease. I love the camera angles. Kane moves out of the way. Rock gets into position, and we get the face-off, which really started in the Hell in the Cell last month when they bumped into each other, and they had a good scuffle.
Yes.
And here we are on the road to Mania. Here's the face-off right now. Look at this.
And the blue eyes of Austin through the blood.
And I think this is going to be, Punk and Cody. I think this is going to be them on Sunday. We're going to have them across the ring. We're going to get this moment of Cody versus Punk in the Rumble.
The vapors. Awesome. The vapors. I do declare. And that's Cody right there, bleeding, pissing out blood.
See, I would actually go the other way. I would say it'll be Punk bleeding. I think it would be the veteran struggling to get through the match.
Yeah.
Imagine if they're both busted. That'll be a good moment. Like they're both battle torn in this matchup, and here we are down to
1 and 2. And they come down to... And you've got someone like Gunther, because he's talked about how he wants to win this Rumble. So he's the Kane. And we got, see...
Oh, love it, man. Stunner.
That's a T, yeah. That's
an interview with Austin too about that. They talked about how they said, oh, Stone Cold, who do you think took your stunner the best? Who were some of your favourites? And he said, well, Scott Hall was one of them, how he took it. He said, but the way The Rock personalised it. If you go back and watch the 97 version, he just took a stunner. But each time he took it, he added a bit of a flip. He added a bit of a spin. And then you go to the 17 one where he just flaps around like a fish all over the ring, but it just looks so great. Oh.
Jeez, that's for Crash Hall, you son bitch.
What number was Kane? Was he at least 11 or something? Or maybe less than that when he came out? No, he was early. He was probably
6.
5. 6.
Kane was 6.
And he's still going. Wow.
The rock bottom. Someone get that man a damn towel. Nice face. Thank you.
Yes, if this was current day, it would be stop the match and get the gloves on and the bandages and, Oh, shit. Oh, middle rope.
Through the middle rope. And the crowd cheers too. Like, oh my God, Kane's been eliminated.
Yeah, it's like, we're going to get Rock Austin the final 2. And it's like, no.
Oh my God.
Which actually was the end of, was it Royal Rumble 98? Was these two when Stone Cold won.
Yes, it was. Yep.
Yeah. That was interesting, that episode. That's the one where a couple of days later you got COVID. And you could tell during that show you kept coughing. Because I remember I had to edit so many coughs out of that show post-treatment. This was before YouTube. And I'm like, dude, this fella's coughing a lot in this actual show. And you got COVID like a day later.
That was not a good time. All of those. I do not wish upon that any time in the future.
Yeah, you were gone for a while. I remember I didn't talk to you. I had so many unanswered WhatsApp chats from you. Oh shit. God. Rock is out.
There goes the Rock.
And that would be, I think it was 11 or 12 eliminations for Kane now. Like, that's his final one, but at least 11 he got in that match. It's crazy.
Yeah, it says here on the... Kane eliminated 11 men, breaking the record for the most wrestlers eliminated in a single Royal Rumble. The record was previously held by Hulk Hogan in 1989 and Stone Cold Steve Austin in 1997, who both scored 10 eliminations.
Wow. And then Roman, I think, went and beat it by doing 12, I think, in 2015.
Oh, did he? Okay.
And that became the new record, I think, so...
Have a look.
It's a great showing, though. Like, Kane did really well. And for the story that they're telling, I think he's the one that is perfect for telling this Austin story.
Big time.
Loves those low blows.
The humanity.
That's almost like what he was shouting there under the mask as he falls down.
Oh, yeah. Also, 2015 is also classed as Curtis Axel originally won that Rumble because he was never eliminated.
Mm.
But, yeah.
Yeah, that was that whole Curtis Axel mania they were trying to push. Yeah.
Yeah. Curtis Axel was the 6th entrant, but was attacked by Eric Rowan.
That's right.
Before entering the ring and was unable to compete. So, by default, Mr. Perfect Jr., here we go. We got chairs. Jesus Christ.
Oh, was that a groin or a gut shot?
Oh, who knows with Austin. He came raw, the strain.
Love the stun. What's the sell?
The light, the flash bulbs. Everyone cheering. It's so cool.
But see, that's what I always loved about Kane and Taker, is that they had that real Michael Myers Jason thing where they're literally prone. They're not moving their hands. They sell, and then the sit up. Like, it's that real horror movie thing of you think the killer's gone. Oh, he's not moving. He's dead. And then the sit up, and you're like, oh shit, here he comes. Makes you scared. Yep, I'm ready.
What's this chair shot? No protection.
There's 1, 2.
Jesus Christ.
3. He's hanging on.
Off the ropes. Boom!
Terrific. What a match, man. Awesome. This is, again, I would probably say this is probably my favourite. I agree with you.
Yeah.
It had everything. Had some comedy, had some hardcore, told some great stories. Great matchup.
And then watching this through the eyes of a person 23 years ago, I was a completely different person back then of 23 years. And then watching this now as an older fart, just go, God damn, this is fun.
And to think, was it last year? Didn't he come back last year and wrestle in a matchup as well? Was it last year or the year before? That's right, yeah. KO. Yeah.
So good. That's our 3rd chair shot, and then out. You have been eliminated.
What is it, the 3rd Rumble win for Stone Cold, eh?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Well, technically 97, he was eliminated, but then he came back in and threw out Bret Hart.
He did cheat. Yes.
Yeah. And guys, I will say, my favourite episode that we've ever done on this podcast would be WrestleMania 17. You know, we covered that in person, live in my old studio a number of years ago, and that's my favourite wrestling companion, favourite pay-per-view. WrestleMania 17, Austin versus Rock. Such a great card. Non-stop action from that whole pay-per-view. TLC, Taker, Hunter. Just an awesome card.
Big time.
No, very good pick, Al. Great choice.
Yes. Just JR's voice.
Yeah, he's lost his voice, I think.
It's just, that's youth right there. That's when people think, who was your voice of when you watch wrestling as a young person, who were the two voices that you heard? And it was Jerry Lawyer and good old JR, Jim Ross. It was just, and here in Austin, it's Royal Rumble 316, Austin. It was just goosebumps all across.
And it's that story,
cool.
Coming back from getting hit by the car, coming back at No Mercy, taking on Kishi, is Austin fully back? And then just this non-stop feud. The Hunter feud at Survivor Series. He didn't get the title at Armageddon. He didn't get the title against Kurt. He wins this one and then goes on to beat Rock and do the heel turn that we didn't see coming. And I don't even think the wrestling world saw coming. And they tried to hold on to it. And then he eventually turned face towards the end of the year and would just kind of forget that he was with Vince for a while. But I actually liked the invasion, Stone Cold. It was a bit different. He had more personality. He was actually acting quite heelish, which was cool to see that, using the belt to try and get out of matches, trying to get himself DQ'd, where the Austin of the day would never do anything like that. But any closing comments, Al, before we finish up?
No, just to reiterate what you just said there, man. This is a downright classic from our youth, and just very cool to go back and watch this one particular match. I hope everyone else enjoyed it. I know quite a lot of our people, listeners, maybe the same age as us and maybe got into wrestling a little bit later or maybe a little bit earlier, but this is a personal favour, as I said before. But yeah, I am actually looking forward to the Rumble in the next couple of days. They haven't pushed anything down our throats about this person's returning. Who could this be? It's just on their X's. It's just a couple of the big name superstars, especially during the women's match and the men's match. And they're giving us nothing else, which I always enjoy because nothing is better. We don't need all of this stuff because, again, we could be seeing some big returns. We could be seeing some this could be a Rumble that will go for a while. But I'm just looking forward to it because there's some characters in this Rumble. I'm actually looking at the actual poster for it now, and it's wow, this could be a very interesting Rumble. We could be seeing some different winners here or different programs, which is fun.
It's very exciting, to think that, usually it's people are battling just to get in. The Raw or SmackDown will be full of, qualification matches. So then who's going into it. You don't even know who 30 is, where usually in the years they battle for that 30 spot. There's a battle royal to determine 30 or some type of match. And we might cut to a couple of promos, and then before we finish up, we might do a bit of a chat about maybe predictions. Who do you think for the men's and women's? And then we might do some other things before we finish up. But guys, we want to give a shout out to Two Great Wrestling Podcast. Check these guys out.
The Mark Order Podcast is the only show you need if you're looking for dedicated coverage of everything AEW on the Shining Wizards Network. Join us live on YouTube every Wednesday night at 10:15 p.m. Eastern after Dynamite to chat along with the show. If you can't join us live, listen to us on your favorite podcast platform. Follow us on all social channels at Mark Order Pod and use the hashtag #JoinTheMarkOrder, because if you don't find us,
we will find you.
Interruption in progress. Now hijacking into ANS 2.0 immersion rig. Now simulating the amazing nerd show. Featuring comics.
And Batman's you're safe here and everything, but the Joker all of a sudden pulls out a gun and shoots himself.
Movies.
People fight with lightsabers. What the hell do you want? I mean, in every one of these movies, there's a lightsaber battle.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna rewatch it a million times.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, give me something more.
Wrestling.
That would be awesome. Oh my god, just a monster. Fans would be like, holy, what the hell's going on? What happened to Jericho?
Horror.
It starts off like any other home invasion type of story, and then it just goes crazy.
And more.
Hey, this is Christian.
Hey, this is Damon.
And we are the Amazing Nerd Show.
Make sure to download us on all your favorite podcast platforms.
Well, guys, you know what time it is. Alan's left the room, so I have to give a bit of a readout of our sponsors and affiliates. So Rogue Energy is a premium energy and focus supplement designed to optimize your mental and physical performance. And if you check out rogueenergy.com and use our promo code 2702 at checkout, you will get 10% off products. Next one I want to talk about is Luxy. So Luxy can enhance your performance with their analog grips. These grips can be used on your PlayStation, your Xbox, and your Nintendo Switch. And if you visit Luxy.com and use the promo code BRO247, that's BRO247, you get a total of 15% off products. Up next is Triumph Chairs. So Triumph Chairs is a gaming chair company specializing in comfort and performance. Visit triumphchairs.com and use the promo code BRO247 on checkout to get 10% off products. Up next is Clinch Gaming. Clinch Gaming manufactures custom professional gaming controllers that you can use on your Xbox and your PlayStation, and use our promo code BRO247 on checkout to get 5% off products. Up next is Player One Coffee. So Player One Coffee develop coffee recipes custom tailored to gamers, creative, developers, and just about anyone who really enjoys a cup of coffee. And lucky last is victoriouseyewear.com. So Victorious Eyewear developed blue light blocking gaming glasses designed to eliminate digital eye strain and help you maintain comfortable and focused. Visiting victoriouseyewear.com and use the promo code BRO247 at checkout gets you 10% off. So again, shout out there to Victorious Eyewear, Player One Coffee, Clinch Gaming, Triumph Chairs, Luxy.com, and Rogue Energy. All right, guys, we are back once again. Please go out there and support those podcasts that you guys have actually checked out. Again, if you have a promo, send us a DM, also on Instagram or on Twitter, or email us at brokast2@gmail.com. Always happy to promote fellow podcasters in the world of sports and entertainment. Alan, Rumble's going down, tomorrow, actually, for us in Australia. Who is your pick for the Women's Royal Rumble matchup?
Bayley.
Yeah. Same.
Bayley.
Yeah.
Bayley all day. She will try to make damage control better again. And I hope she does, because there's that lingering that's overshadowing her. And it's just that feeling that Oscar and Kiri Sane and Ura Sky are going to kick her out. And I think Dakota still wants her there, but I would love to see Bales get the win. It'd be great.
And she would be the only one left of the four horsewomen to really not have to win that big Rumble matchup. I don't know if Sasha won one, but I think she may have. But she's the one that hasn't, from Charlotte to Becky Lynch, and I think it was her time. I've been probably waiting for a Bayley Rumble win in quite some time. My other choice is someone that I think's returning. I think if she was going to go to AEW, it may have already happened, and I think that ship has kind of sailed, and I'm talking about Sasha Banks. I think she would be an exciting return into this matchup. Another name that I'm hearing that's maybe not going to win it, but will be her big show to make a big opportunity, is Jade Cargill. You know, she's been promoted. Well, you haven't seen her in quite some time. Do you put her in the Rumble, let her work some spots, let her stay in there for quite a while, not win it? Be a pretty big impact if she does win it, to push her right into the title front system there. But I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go Bayley. But what do you think about Sasha or possibly Jade as well?
I don't really want Sasha to return to the ring anytime soon. I love her work, but there's still that yucky aftertaste of how she and Naomi left together. And then they were like, oh, great, we're sticking up WWE's backside. And then all of a sudden, Sasha's got the one who's got the cred, and everyone's like, oh, we'll take you anytime. She went over to Stardom and Japan, and they wanted to do something with her. Well, what about Trinity? What about her? What did she get? She got shafted. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. She did go to Impact, and she did do some great programming there. But Sasha got that. She got that name cred, and I think Trinity was probably, hopefully, thinking that she was going to get some more, and she didn't. So, yeah. But Jake, I would love to see her bring her out. She could be maybe number 24. It's down to her and Bayley gets the W. And she potentially might go after Rhea, because Rhea, I don't know if you people have been watching a little Easter eggs every now and again, that Bayley just recently, I think it was on SmackDown, she had the R+D tattoo under her eye.
I didn't see that. Nice.
Because there is little bits of programs that are seeing her and Rhea sort of like seeing each other. It's like, okay, we have a mutual agreement here. We have a respect for each other. Don't kick my ass. I know you could. But yeah, that could be, look out, Rhea, I'm coming after your title. So
it's funny because that's like the storylines that I see playing out would be the breakdown of Damage Control and do Sky versus Bayley. And then the other story could be Rhea versus Becky, because that's something they're also teasing, because they had that face-off there on Raw a few weeks ago. They name-dropped WrestleMania. So there's two potentials there. But I don't see Becky winning. I think she's done it before. But then it makes you think about Elimination Chamber. Is Rhea, she's going to be there in Australia for it. Is she going to be wrestling in the chamber with her belt? Or is she going to be observing a women's chamber to determine who faces her? Because usually it's pretty quick after Mania or after Rumble for the person to declare the champion they're going after.
Yep.
So I think if Bayley wins, she would choose EO. There's that program set. And then Chamber would be like a last time for people to qualify to get the Rhea match. And that's maybe how you do the Becky, versus Rhea story going forward there. Men's matchup. What are you thinking for the men's?
It's a hard one. But I think Punk. I think it's going to come down to Punk and Cody. And as I said before, Gunther is going to get involved somehow as well too. I'd love to see Punk get the win, but I also would like to see Gunther be the marathon man again, because he did. I actually went back and watched that Rumble from last year, and he is just the marathon man. He comes in number 1 and just stays to the end. Like the physicality. Like again, when we remember Walter from NXT days, he was a big dude. But the Gunther of now was just like, my God, dude, you are just a mountain of a man, and he can go. He can go, son. But I think it might come down to those three, but I think what everyone's thinking that, Punk is going to win it. What do you think?
I think the Gunther thing is interesting because I remember a couple of months ago he was interviewed and they said, where do you see yourself next year? And he says, winning the Royal Rumble and main eventing WrestleMania. And this is like a year ago that he was declaring that's what I'm going to do. I think it would be cool to put Cody and Gunther as 1 and 2. The play on last year, them being 1 and 30, because I think Cody was 30 when he came out.
Yes,
and
he
went
was.
on to win it. I would love to see them do it.
Yep.
I don't feel Cody's going to get it this year. I kind of feel like there's going to be a different program. I've seen many things online about maybe talking about Cody versus Punk at Mania, not even for a championship.
Just a match.
Just booking those two to do that program, to actually have that storyline. I think, I'll put a joke in. I think Scotty 2 Hotty might come back. He was on AEW. He could maybe come back. I see him being number 2. He chucks out Gunther first.
There's my camera.
Then, what? What are you doing?
There we go.
What are you doing? Hey, turn your camera back on. And he just turned up his audio. So, all right. Alan has left the call. I don't think he agrees with my Scotty 2 Hotty Rumble 24 booking. So, he's back. There he is. No, I think all seriousness, I would love to see Punk do it. I think it's something that he's never done before. He's never won a Rumble and he's never main evented WrestleMania. But there's always surprises. Because again, I think there's only like 7 men, or maybe 10, I think, have been actually announced. So there's going to be a huge bunch of surprises. Do we get some veterans coming back? Do we get some new talent? Do we get some NXT call-ups occurring? I do feel there's going to be some great celebrity moments, bringing it back to celebrity. I think we're going to get a Logan Paul face-off with someone that I've been wanting to see, and I'm talking about Bad Bunny. I think in terms of like 2 mega celebrities, do we get Bad Bunny? Yeah, can we get a Bad Bunny Logan Paul? And again, who did Logan Paul beat to become United States champion? Rey Mysterio. Yep. Who is Bad Bunny great friends with? Rey Mysterio. Do you plant the seed for a Mania 40? Logan Paul, Bad Bunny, United States champion.
Totally.
Yeah. Like you got 2 huge celebrities facing off for a WWE Championship matchup at WrestleMania. So, or do you get Ricochet and Paul? You know, do they recapture that last year's jumping clothesline story and try and do something? But yeah, there's many surprises. I think Brock might come back. I see Brock doing something in the match. I see Omos being there. I don't see Taker or Hogan. I think it's just people, talking about it. But I think Punk would be great. And and I think Punk will choose Seth. And I think we'll do Punk versus Seth at Mania. And then somehow I still think we're going to get Cody Roman, but they're going to have to put Cody in the chamber. And Cody will earn his way through the chamber and then get that matchup. But yeah, any other comments that you have about Mania? Royal Rumble 2024.
Well, you're just saying there, maybe the first match of the night is Logan Paul and Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens gets the W. And then next minute, Logan Paul goes into that, Rumble and tries to, get that W. And then again, next minute there's an interaction between 2 celebrities of Bad Bunny and Logan Paul. Man, that'd be fucking sweet to watch. Yeah. Totally spaced on it, yeah. But
you can even imagine them in a one-on-one matchup. Like, they're both really good. Like, they've been trained well. They would actually put on a pretty good matchup.
Do that in Mania. There'd be eyes. And not just the wrestling people. There would be other people out there, like the social medias and stuff like that would be going, hang on, what? 2 celebrities in a wrestling ring are actually going to wrestle. One's an online influencer, one's a fantastic singer. What the heck is going on right now? Is it going to be the main event, the men's Royal Rumble or the women's Royal Rumble? What do you think?
I would say, I think it will be women's first. I think then you'll probably do the United States, the Fatal 4-Way. They might maybe put something else in there, I think, as well. And then I think the men's will main event it. So I think the Rumbles will start and kick it off.
Okay.
This time. So yeah, that's my comments on that one.
It takes me back to the last match of that night was, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, and the shot, the chair shot that was heard across the world.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was with Sami Zayn and the end of Sami's time in the bloodline and Jay and just the super kick and the emotion of that night. And as soon as I still remember watching it with my son, and as soon as he was hit Kevin and he ripped Sami's shirt off, the Uzi shirt, and then there was a "fuck you Roman" chant. Fuck you Roman, clap, 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 and he looks around like, excuse me? Who the fuck do you people think you are? It was just fantastic style how they did it. And they panned on it. And I remember watching it with my son. He's like, Dad, what are they saying? I said, do you really want to know? And he goes, yeah. I said, they're saying, fuck you, Roman. He's like, oh, Dad, no. I went, yeah, no, they're saying naughty words. So, again, it was funny to see a little 8-year-old going, oh, naughty words. But again, it made me laugh. But it instantly took me back to that moment there where it was like, it was just like, holy shit, what? And then, Cody winning the first match of the night, you definitely knew that at Mania, we were going to see Cody v. Roman. So, and this is before Seth had the title as well too. There was no World Heavyweight title yet. So, Yeah.
Well, I think, guys, as we get closer to WrestleMania, we will be doing a TBK WrestleMania special. Same thing we did last year, where we pluck, 2 matches, one from Alan, one from me. And as we get closer to April, we will be talking more about that in detail. And Alan, any closing comments that you have, shout-outs you want to give, anything coming up with your world? This is your chance to do that.
Just looking forward to the Rumble that's coming up. Again, I am trying to, I said this before on many other shows, I'm going to try to get more online and do some more gaming. I'm not going to make any promises, so soz. I am trying to get myself set up on this screen thing too, so maybe I might even try to do some online chats on. We'll put up a YouTube video and I'll see if we can try to get a reaction. I do like the cringe stuff, so I'm going to try and see how I can work around that and have a bit of fun. Yes, you can find me on my socials. That's TTV Roscoe Bosco 84. Down at the bottom of this screen here, Alan Ross 84 TBK on X. It is a cesspool of a place, X, but again, it can be a fun place sometimes, but not always. And yes, yet again, thank you for you, Thom, yet again for getting this show all organised, and I hope people enjoyed our previous episode. 15 minutes was enough for me to hear me crap on it. But again, if you guys have not seen it yet, do go and see the Iron Claw movie. It is worth a watch. It is very emotional, but it's a excellent movie, hands down. Beautiful movie.
No, I agree. It was I loved it. I would definitely recommend it, guys, as Alan said. If you haven't seen it, go and actually spend the money on it. And I hope it actually does get the recognition it deserves, get some more awards, and get some more biopics. I'd love to see some more of them actually come out in the future. In regards to our socials, guys, you can check us out on Twitter at the BroKast. That's TheBroKast. And also on YouTube, which is our BroKast Gaming and podcast. But I want to talk a little bit about what game I've just finished, 2 hours ago, that's going to be going out very soon. It's a game that's quite current. I've been working my way through some Marvel games, and I thought, I want to do this one. And I'm talking about Marvel Spider-Man #2. And it's got Kraven, we've got Harry Osborn, we've got a list of characters, and the one that I'm talking about, isn't this one. We're not talking about the new one. We're not talking this one. I'm talking the Amazing Spider-Man 2, guys. One of the worst PlayStation 3 games that came out. It was the last game that Activision were able to do before the rights were taken off them and given to Insomniac to make the 3 of them that would eventually come out. And I just finished this game about an hour before we started, and it was a shit show. It was glitchy, really cringe acting by the person who did Peter Parker. And I hope you guys enjoy my story playthrough, which is actually dropping next Wednesday. And it was just they lost it. And for a PS3 game, it's dated for its time, but I love the first one. I love that with the lizard as the villain. And it's like they took the things that were good from that and just didn't put them into this game. And my son sat next to me as I was finishing, and he goes, "What are you playing?" I'm like, "Oh, it's the Amazing Spider-Man 2. He goes, "That sounds bad." Like, just hearing all the little quips that Peter Parker was doing. And I'm like, who's writing this? Like, who wrote the script for this? Like, there's a quote where he's assaulting some villains and he says, "I know I'm awesome, but I didn't know I was this awesome." And I'm just like, okay. I want to see you actually get beaten. Like, I'm going with Harry Osborn to beat you because I actually don't like you. So, that'll be dropping next Wednesday, guys. I have some other gaming content that I'm going to be recording. Check out our YouTube page if you enjoy no commentary gameplays. It's just me really playing games I never had a chance to, or they just went over my head. And in front of me now, I have a whole wall of Xbox 360 games that I'm thinking about what I might even start after we're finished here tonight. But again, Alan, thank you for all your support in all your retweets and being a strong member of this show again. It wouldn't be a show without you there, and it would be awkward if it was just me talking at the camera for 2 hours. I don't think I could do that. And so once again, guys, check out all of our episodes. We're chasing up to, I think, nearly 180. I think we're coming up to. So we'll be dropping some more shows in Feb. TBK Vault coming up pretty early on, and then we'll get together in mid-Feb, which will be Wrestling Companion, I think, 105. So we're still pushing strong. And as we say, each and every episode, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or
good night.